The sound of the doorbell echoed through the silent house, slicing through the tension that had been building for years. Today marked the anniversary of our son Rohan's death, a day we had never truly survived. 10 years had passed, yet every corner of our home still held whispers of his laughter, his dreams, the warmth of his presence. I opened the door, heart pounding, and saw a couple standing hesitantly, their faces pale, yet etched with urgency. "Are you Rohan's parents?" the woman asked, her voice shaking as if carrying a secret too heavy to hold. My hands trembled as I nodded. My wife Aisha stood behind me, silent, her eyes wide and fearful. The man and woman stepped in carefully, their gaze never leaving ours. We need to speak with you," the woman continued, clutching a small leather-bound notebook. "About Rohan." My chest tightened instantly. Rohan, alive in our memories, gone in reality. The word hovered between us like smoke, choking. Sitting opposite us in the living room, the couple hesitated, exchanging glances as if deciding which part of the truth to reveal first. Then the woman opened the notebook. Inside were pages filled with neat handwriting, Rohan's handwriting. My fingers shook as I traced the familiar strokes. The first words hit me like a punch. "If I can save lives after I'm gone, then my death won't be meaningless. Mom, Dad, I trust you'll understand one day." Aisha's hand found mine, gripping tightly. What does this mean?" she whispered, her voice barely audible. The man took a deep breath. "Your son, Rohan, donated his organs. His heart, lungs, and corneas were given to people who had no hope left. People who are alive today because of him." Shock froze me. Alive? Because of him? My heart ached with a mix of grief and disbelief. "But we never knew," I started, my voice breaking. The woman leaned forward, tears in her eyes. "You weren't supposed to. But we found this journal in the hospital archives, and we felt you should know." Rohan insisted, even when the doctors told him he might not survive, that his organs be donated. He wanted to save lives, even if it meant leaving yours shattered. I felt my knees weaken. Years of pain, anger, and guilt collided with the revelation before me. Aisha was crying silently now, her entire body trembling. He thought of others," she whispered, choking on her own sorrow. The couple handed over the notebook, and I flipped the pages feverishly. Every line was a testament to his courage. The surgeries, the emergency room chaos, the final moments where he had thought not of himself, but of strangers he had never met. My tears blurred the inked words. "I will leave my life behind, but I will give my breath, my heart, my eyes, to those who need them more." Then came the most harrowing truth. A hospital report slipped between the pages, detailing the accident. Rohan had been in a car crash. Nothing extraordinary on the surface. But the report revealed a delay, a miscommunication, a chain of mistakes that had made his death inevitable. My heart ached with a fury I had never felt. He had fought, and yet the world had failed him. And still, he had thought of others. Aisha's voice trembled. He was always kind, even in his last moments. The couple nodded, their own tears glistening. "He saved more than one life. And there's something else." The man pulled out an envelope, aged and worn. "This was addressed to you, but was never delivered." I opened it with shaking hands. Inside was Rohan's last letter. "Mom, Dad, I know you will cry, I know you will rage, but promise me you will live. Do not let my death chain your hearts. Remember me in laughter, in love, in helping others. I am not gone if you continue to live fully. I am in every heartbeat I leave behind." The words crushed me, yet lifted something too, a bitter, aching hope. My son had chosen life for others while leaving us in unbearable sorrow. The couple looked at us, waiting. "Your son. He gave our daughter a chance to live," the woman whispered. "Her lungs, her heart, he saved her. And she is thriving because of him. You may never have imagined this, but Rohan's courage extended far beyond your understanding." A sudden wave of grief and awe overtook me. 10 years of despair, of blaming the universe, of asking why. And now the truth. Rohan's life had been a gift even in death. Every breath we had mourned him for was now giving life to strangers. Every tear, every sleepless night, was a testament to the lives he had saved. Aisha held the letter to her chest, sobbing openly. I didn't know. He was thinking of others while we were losing him. The couple stood, their mission complete. We wanted you to know, the man said. Your son's legacy is alive. Not in statues, not in memories alone, but in every heartbeat of the people he saved. He lives through them. And then, as quietly as they had arrived, they left. We were alone in the living room again, the silence no longer oppressive, but reverent. I lit a candle for Rohan, not just to mourn him, but to honor the unimaginable courage of a boy who had given everything, leaving us nothing but love and the knowledge that he had changed the world in his final act. I opened the notebook again, reading line after line. Rohan had written about hope, about kindness, about courage. His words burned through the sorrow, stitching new meaning into our broken hearts. He had chosen life for others, leaving a trail of hope in his wake. And we, left with the remnants of grief and pride, understood finally, his death had not been the end. It had been the beginning. As the sun dipped behind the horizon, casting long shadows across the living room, Aisha and I sat in silence, holding each other. For the first time in 10 years, our grief carried a strange warmth, a recognition that Rohan's life, though brief, had been monumental. He had given love when he could not keep his own, saved lives when he could no longer claim his own, and written a letter that shattered our sorrow and rebuilt our hearts in ways we could never have imagined. And in that quiet, heavy evening, we realized that though he had been gone for years, Rohan's presence had never truly left us. It had been in the lives he saved, in the hearts he touched, and now, painfully, beautifully, in our understanding of what true courage and selflessness meant.